Hey guys, okay, I just got done making that long video. I'm uploading it right now. It's 6 o'clock in the afternoon. So I went to bed and I snooze because I stay up late and watch hockey and all that till like 1 or 2 o'clock. And I sleep for a couple hours at noon. And I was going to bed. I just got back from St. Louis. I'm hanging out at home, and they're worried about me going to sleep. So I said, well, Jesus wanted to protect me. And I said, yeah. And so I brought him in, and Christ wanted to protect me. So I brought him in. Then I lay down and go to bed. Then I didn't know this at the time. They moved me somewhere. I didn't even know where. They grabbed me and they pulled me and they moved me to another place. And I woke up 3 hours later. And as soon as I woke up, I'm singing a song by Meatloaf. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Remember that song? I'm singing that over and over and over. And I'm singing it, and I go, hey, do you know that song by Meatloaf? To my kids, because my kids were running around. And I go, yeah. And we love that song. We have the record or the tape or whatever. And I go, pretty cool album cover, eh? And they go, not really. And I hear Jesus says, we don't have that album cover here. And the kids are like, what are you talking about? And I said, Google our album cover of Meatloaf with that song on it. And they all got excited. I go, Google it. Google image, Meatloaf's on the album. And so they went and Googled it, and they go, holy shit, I can't believe it. Look at that. And, the guy on the motorcycle, it's all hell on the bat and everything. Anyway, they don't have that album in St. Lucian. That album cover is probably something different. But anyway, I started laughing. And all of a sudden I go, where am I? Because I'm in a different room. I don't know where I am. And they go, you're at Amy's house. We had to move you because people are trying to get you. Julie says. And I go, oh, yeah, Amy. I don't know who Amy is. I don't know. It's one of their friends. So I'm at Amy's house. And also I'm laying there and I'm thinking, also I had this pain coming up my neck and it hurt really bad, like 2 knives coming through my head. And I'm like, fuck, and it hurts. This energy, because I'm moving energy right all the time. And this energy is not normal. I haven't had this energy in a long time. All of a sudden, and I'm laying on my back. All of a sudden I feel something poking on my back. I look down through the bed into the illusion, because right under me is the illusion, and I'm sleeping on the level of St. Lucian. Right under me is the illusion, and I see a guy with a long stick poking me in the back like that, like poking the ceiling. And he's poking me in the back. And I go, hey, and while I didn't do that, I immediately reached down, grabbed the poker, ripped it out of his hand, and as he turned to run, I stabbed him in the back. It was like 11 feet long, this poker. And I stabbed him right through him. It came out his chest. So it came in his back and went out his chest. And I go, oh, fuck, here we go. So my innocence is screaming for Jesus Christ. Jesus comes, to Jesus, the big higher one, and Jesus, my buddy, with the kids and everything, and the business and all that. And they come. My innocence tells them what happens. My buddy takes off down in the illusion. He goes down in the illusion, and all of a sudden, I think of my dog. And as soon as I think of my dog, he runs through the house. He goes, I thought maybe he was at the house, this Amy's house, and but he wasn't. He was at home sleeping. He comes flying through. He ran right through Amy's house. It was cool. He was in the illusion. I thought about him. As soon as I thought about him, he ran through the house. I ran down into the illusion. And I go, that guy's fucked. I'm laying there, I'm thinking, I can go get this guy right now. I can hook up to him, will myself to him, grab him for Jesus, right? And I go, no, I'm tired of it. I'm done with that. I go, that's why I got the dog, right? And I wanted to really bad. I wanted to go get this guy. And this pain is coming. So I get up. I get up out of bed. I sit at the computer. And I'm waiting. So I call Jesus. I call the big Christ. He comes over. I call him. And I go, there's some energy going through my head. And he goes, you got to relax and let me take a look inside you, right? Because I'm coming squeezed back into my reality, which is called the illusion. So he goes, you got to relax. I can't see inside you, right? And so he looks, and he sees 2 holes in my back. And they're bleeding. The energy's coming out. He goes, yeah, he got you, he poked you twice. And I go, I think he did more than poke, I don't understand. And I go, I was dreaming for 3 hours. I have no recollection of the dream. None whatsoever. And he goes, well, let me in. So I bring him in, and he's looking around inside me. And my innocence is talking. Jesus, my buddy, he comes back. Jesus Christ, my buddy, he comes back. Says he couldn't find him. He goes, every time I got there, the kid took off. Like 3 or 4 times. So Jesus couldn't catch him. Running around in the illusion, in the darkness or whatever. In the astral world. Call it the astral, but it's an illusion too. Anyway, as Jesus is looking at my back, they're all talking, looking at my back. I'm sitting on the computer. Christ is looking at my back, checking to see, and I'm moving this energy. Tears are running out of my eyes, and it hurts really bad. And I know whatever this guy did, there's more inside me that's fucked up. I just know it because this energy. I go, this is not normal. This is not normal. And 2 little holes wouldn't do this. And it's still coming through me right now, a little bit, just a little bit. So I don't think it. So anyway, Christ sees something. He goes, yep, we're going to the hospital. So he picks me up. We go to the hospital, and that requires me to lay down and meditate. So, because the nurse can't get in me as good as she can if I was meditating. So I turn around, I go lay down on the bed, lay down in my bed, and I meditate, and I let go. I'm really tired anyway. I just woke up, and I usually have a coffee. She checks me out, goes inside, finds a tear like this long inside. I was chopped up inside. So the guy, I think what happened was I was dreaming. As I was dreaming, he attacked me. I woke up in bed, and he was poking me underneath the bed, through the insane illusion with this long stick into my back. I didn't see him swish it. I just saw 2 pokes. But I guess he got me before I woke up in bed. I don't remember anything in the dream when I was dreaming. I don't remember anything. Turns out I got 25 stitches internally underneath my normal skins. So this guy poked me, and he poked me in like a hole, and he took the blade and went chopped me up inside. And all this energy's coming up, and it fucking hurt. Anyway, that's what happened. I'm laying in the hospital. All of a sudden, everybody starts screaming. Mr. C's comes back, and he's got a mouthful of meat and clothes. And Grace go, holy shit! I told Grace that I saw our dog chase after the guy, and he's been gone for like 5 minutes, an hour, not longer, 10 minutes. He goes back with a hunk of meat with clothes hanging out of his mouth, and he drops it on the floor. Jesus takes it and goes, we got him now. And so I had a great big, I give my dog meatloaf because he loves meatloaf. So I gave him some meatloaf, and I'm like, good boy, good boy, good boy. And I can see him clearly. I can feel him, smell his breath, everything. It's weird, man. It's a trip, living in 2 worlds. And so I'm laying there in the hospital, and the nurse is stitching me up, and the dog and everything. And I remember I keep singing the song in my head, Meatloaf song, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. So I go, hey Christ, the song means something. I woke up singing it. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. And I go, that means something, right? Because all this stuff is symbolic meaning to Christ and me. I was doing this before. So I'm thinking it was 2 out of 3 things. Now, Christ wanted me to continue my Christ lessons to become Christ, which means digging in my subconscious to find the secrets. So he's got to know all my secrets in my subconscious before he can free myself physically in the body. But I'm like, I'm going to be dead in 20, 40 years. Does it really fucking matter if you get my secrets? Do you really got to get my secrets? Is it really that big of an issue? I'm going to be dead and you can do whatever the hell you want and it won't hurt. Right? I mean, it hurts, but only for a little bit of time. You do it here and I go nuts. So, and I told him I was going to quit the Christ lessons because I don't want... Well, after I got hurt and they're trying to protect me and run around protect me and I wake up with a sword sticking in my back and there's pain going through my head, I'm like, all right, I'm back on board. I'll be a Christ. Whatever, turns you on, man. Just get this fucking pain off me. So, I'm thinking I gotta get me a shotgun. I gotta make another shotgun. So I gotta make another shotgun. And, I ain't done that yet. And, only fight and shoot and war and shit in the illusion. Don't do it insane illusion. And I didn't go after the guy in the illusion because I figured there was an ambush waiting for me. I mean, I didn't even know. I just said, I ain't going, I'm tired. And so I'm back home right now. I'm sitting where my home is, Insane Illusion. And this is part 2 of what happened when I shot Crazy Jesus in the face. Now, Crazy Jesus, I shot him in the face. Christ found out. He was lying. He lied to other Christs about what happened. He lied to Christ consciousness about what happened. He lied to himself, and he lied to the courts. And he's fucked now. So he's got a whole following of people that follow him, and he took care of, like a church and other people. They're all out to get me. Not all of them, but he's got a few friends, close friends and buddies, you know, which stabbed me in the back today. And I lay down to go to bed just like normal. I wake up and this guy is in the illusion underneath my bed going, stab me. At Amy's house. Now, Christ moved me. As soon as I fell asleep, Christ picked me up and moved me to a different location. So they can't find me in the illusion. But I guess he found me. And I don't know what happened in the dream, or where I went and what was going on. I have no idea. But, there you go. So, the video I made, the real long one. Sorry it's so long. But, if you got nothing to do, give it a watch. This is what you get for talking to the dead and breaching your own inner self. I breached myself. Now I can see everything in St. Lucian if I want to. I don't really want to half the time. When everything's peaceful, I just want to leave St. Lucian, leave the spirit world and all those crazy people and go back to this world here. But as soon as I bring my heart into my head, you see it all. So now I'm not seeing through my inner light. I can, but my soul is not at my inner light level. Okay? That's a totally different thing. You live on many levels. I'm always looking through my soul level, which my soul is best protected and taken care of in a balance with my perception in St. Lucian, which is with Christ, which is basically like Toronto, but on a higher plane. Not real high, but a little higher. Anyway, that's what's going on. That's what happened today. I'm going to keep making videos as shit happens. So, don't talk to the dead, guys, and you won't have these problems. Oh, I was going to make a little note. If you wake up in the morning and you get a headache and it hurts, and you don't feel nothing, that should be wrong with you. Like nothing's wrong with you. No pulled muscles. But this fucking pain hurts. You probably got your ethereal skins ripped, and the plasmic energy, it's really it's like liquid, thick liquid, like Elmer's glue, is being pushed out. You got to push it out, and you do that by meditating and pushing it out, or giving it to Christ, or just let it come out. It'll naturally come out by itself. But that's just one indication for people who don't know why you get these headaches in the morning, and it hurt like a son of a bitch. You were fucking fighting, or you got hurt somehow in the dream or in the spirit world when you were sleeping. You got your skins, your ethereal skins ripped, and now the energy's coming through. Just a little note that if you have any experiences when you wake up in the morning and you got a brutal headache and it hurts like a son of a bitch, a migraine, that's what it is. Someone just kicked your ass, you know, you were hurt. Spirit world. Okay, later, guys. Hey, guys. Okay, so I woke up the next morning. And this is what happened. So, turns out, JC tells me he's in Greenway, which is a psychiatric place, and he was there yelling and screaming, so he didn't take me there to see him at that point. And then I went to sleep in the afternoon. I woke up a couple hours later. JC said, let's go. Grabbed me. As soon as I woke up, he grabs me and I'm flying. He's taking me to the Greenway, right? And so I'm there and I get in there, and the guy, the crazy guy, he's in there and he's yelling at me, just nonsense. And they tell me he's got psychiatric problems and all this stuff. And I don't know. And then I didn't know what to do, so I just said, okay, whatever, let's get out of here. But I have to see. He made me go see him. I don't wanna, but everything you don't want to do, Christ makes you do it. Oh, that drives me nuts. Anyway, it's like you have no option, right? So then he turns around, he goes, oh, I got someone else for you to meet. He told, it's the kid that stabbed me through the bed while I was sleeping, cut me up and gave me 25 stitches inside of myself. He was there. And he took me in the other room. The kid was sitting there with the nurse. The nurse is taking care of him. His head's all wrapped up, and he's got his teeth were hanging out. His I'm laughing, but he's gonna live. The dog, my dog, went after him and grabbed him and ripped a piece of his mouth off right here. And the kid's screaming, get him out of here, get him out of here, get him out of here. And so JC starts telling me that what the dog did. And the kid was in so much pain that he was hiding down in the illusion. And Jesus Christ goes, every time I go near him, he takes off running. So Christ never caught him. So he came back to where he came back to his dad, and his dad was Crazy Jesus. And Crazy Jesus has 12 kids, and they're all out to get me. I'm like, really? All of them? And he goes, yep. Okay, so I left the kid. The kid's getting repaired by the nurse or whatever. And I still got my dog. The dog's there for that reason. And then, after that, I go through the afternoon. I go to bed, midnight, 1 o'clock. And I have pain all through me. Because earlier that morning, JC shot me in the head with a shotgun. Watch the last video. And all the amethyst shards that were in the shotgun shell, when they get in the goop, they're in the goop. Well, it turns out the goop, when it washes in you, it goes into your body. which brought all these shards into my body, like right into my body. I was all healed up from the shotgun wound. I'm all healed, but the shards were in there, cutting little holes. And I'm constantly having this energy. I still have a couple in there, and the energy's coming out and it's pissing me off. Turns out, JC told me, because they talked to the kid was waiting, and when I was dreaming, and before I got stabbed through the bed, I don't know, I didn't see it consciously. So my soul told JC, and JC told me, and the kid told what happened. The kid was waiting for me, and then he came up behind me and cut me up. And then when I went back to my body, he was poking me around, poking me with the stick. So he got me twice, he ambushed me. And then, after that's what happened, then I woke up, threw the spear at him. The dog went after him. No one could catch him. He got tired of being in pain, so he came back to his dad, which is crazy, JC. I didn't know that. There's 12 kids ready to kick my ass. All out to ambush me and kill me, or whatever they're going to do. I woke up next morning. JC, Jesus Christ says, and he's with me. He's with me to protect me and everything, and stop me from getting in shit, stop me from getting in trouble. He said that crazy JC wants to kill you, like literally in the body, wants you to die in the body so he can have a fair fight with you. I'm like, holy shit, really? Yeah. So that happened. And that night after that night, I went to bed. I had a lot of pain in me. I thought maybe I got stabbed again. Turns out there's the crystal shards. I shot myself, or JC shot me in the head with to balance it out. Oh, by the way, crazy JC didn't get his revenge. JC took it, Jesus Christ took it away from him, or balanced out the universe. But idiot JC, crazy JC, wants revenge. He wants. Does that sound like Christ to you? And when I saw the kid, there was no fight. I didn't want to fight. I didn't want to fight crazy JC. I didn't want to fight the kid. I had no anger at the kid. He's just a kid doing what his dad. I shot his old man, so of course he's gonna come out to get me. I didn't know he had 12 fucking kids all wanting to kill me. Maybe if I knew he had 12 kids, I wouldn't have shot him in the face. But be that as may, I got 12 kids to give me. I got one. With the dog got him. I threw his own spear back at him. But anyway, I had no anger. I understood the position he was in. He was out to protect his dad, get revenge for the idiot guy, me. But he don't have the whole story. Maybe when Christ tells him the whole story. Either way, I don't know, man, what's going on with that. But I had no bad feelings for the kid. I understood it. I mean, I felt bad for him because he was all wrapped up, and his teeth were, like, all this was ripped off from his mouth. Like, the dog took a bite right out of his mouth, and all you can see is his jaw. It was pretty nasty. Anyway, I had no bad, I felt sorry for him. So anyway, I went, after that, all day went by. Crazy JC decided he wants to kill me in the physical so he can have it out with me in the spirit world. He just, kill Rich. And he wants revenge. Oh yeah, Jesus Christ, that's what he's about, right? Even Jesus Christ has taken care of me, saying he's nuts. Forget about it. So, as of yesterday and today, he's still considered a Jesus. He's a lower Jesus, but he's a low fucking Jesus, I guess. And he lives above me. He goes above me. He's not in St. Lucian. He's not allowed to come in St. Lucian. Now I got his kids below me, and him above me, and here I sit in St. Lucian. I can still get shanked and shit here. So I'm constantly with Jesus Christ all the time now. And I'm like, well, how convenient for everybody. I'm taking conspiracy everywhere. Everything's a psyop. They say it ain't. I'm like, oh, just easy how I box myself in. So anyway, I can't go anywhere or do anything. I got, he's in the psychiatric ward in Greenway Hospital, which is in St. Lucian, but he gets let out, but he has to go up above me. And he can't. So he comes out above me. And he sits up there all day yesterday and all day today, and he yells at me. He has to go in like at 10 o'clock at night, which is 10 o'clock at night here. He goes away when I don't hear him anymore. He goes back in the Greenway. That's his time, allowed time out. So what he does is he sits above me for 8 hours and yells at me and my kids and my wife. This is what's cool. Yesterday, he was yelling at us for like 5 hours straight. I can't really hear it, but I can hear it. I can hear it when I have my earplugs in and I'm going to sleep. But right now, like stuff, I can't hear it. My wife, I'm sitting in the house. I got me and the kids and my wife. We're all sitting there trying to, and I told him, write reports, everything you do, everything he does to us, just write reports. And give them to train Jesus. And I gave them all GoPros, because I made a whole bunch of GoPros. So I gave all the kids GoPros. I go, anything happens, you turn that fucking GoPro on, and let it go. And so we got Jesus Christ taking care of me, recording everything that happens with us and him, because I can hear him, so I know Jesus Christ is with me, is also with him, keeping the peace. And I can hear him up there. It drives my kids nuts all day. It drives my wife nuts. My wife, he said something. She didn't tell me. No one told me what he said. But I woke up in the afternoon and everybody was freaking out. My wife got so pissed off, she went up there. She went whoosh, straight up there, grabbed him by the face, and ripped his fucking eyes out. So he must have done something or said something that pissed her off, because she went right up there, and she was already mad because some guy yelling at you for 5 hours straight. And he said something. She went up there and started ripping out his eyes, cut his eyes all up. And I guess they pulled her off him and everything. So, okay, so that happened. Nothing much else happened other than him yelling. Everybody's telling me. Now, JC this morning said, what I'm doing, he goes, the reason why we're letting him yell and do what he's doing, and you just sit there innocent, is we're collecting evidence. The psychiatrist, this is what JC told me, he goes, the psychiatrists want to know what's wrong with him. And in order to find out what's wrong with him, they got to let him out and attack you. And as he's attacking you, they're recording everything. Then they get a profile of his mentality. From where he was Jesus Christ, he went nuts over me, went totally loony bin, like crazy, fucking crazy, obsessive, crazy, wants to kill me, wants to convert me, turn me into his little love slave or whatever, I don't know. And then they can find out what his issues are somehow by him yelling at us. And basically that's it. So they're letting him do that. The kids still want me dead. And he's got more people, kids, friends, and other followers that want me fucking out to kill me and all this. But, on the lighter note, we have this. I woke up yesterday afternoon, and I was in the living room, and the kids were there. They're like 6, 10 years old. And I'm in the room with them, and the TV's blaring. Now, the reason they turned the TV up was because of Jesus, crazy Jesus, was yelling all the time. They got sick and tired of hearing him, so they turned the TV up. Well, I'm laying there, and I woke up. I don't remember the dream. I woke up, and I'm laying there, and I can hear in my ear, loud as clear, a guy yelling about, we have heads of lettuce on sale for $9.99 or $10 or $1.99, and this for sale at such and such a place. And it was a commercial on the TV. Now they have a TV in the living room, and me and the kids were in the living room. The TV was blaring. I woke up to a commercial on their TV. The guy is selling vegetables, and he's saying, "Oh, mark down. We have this and potatoes and carrots and celery, and it's for your grandma for Thanksgiving and all this. You can buy this and this and this for a night for whatever, like commercials." Anyway, I'm listening to this. I'm going, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I go, "What?" I asked the kid, I go, "What is on the TV right now?" They go, "Now where is it? Foodland Market." We called it Foodland. She goes, "It's a Foodland commercial." And on the TV, and she goes, "Yeah." And I thought to myself, I'm in another world, another spiritual world, and I'm listening to the fucking commercials on the TV. I just thought that was awesome, man. And I'm listening. People, man, you don't even believe it. I could hear them like 90%. And so I took my ear, I slid over to the TV and I put my ear right up to the, I could hear the guy ripping off the sale prices for vegetables at Foodland Market in St. Lucia in the spirit world. Off a TV. The girls went, then the girls started singing. Like I was talking to the girls, so I wasn't totally with the TV or whatever, listening. And then all of a sudden, he stopped talking, another commercial came on, and there was like a singing. I couldn't hear it really well. But the girls started singing. Then I started singing with the girls. And it was a jingle song for the TV commercial. It's Ocean Seas Soda. That's one of they have a soda. And it's called Ocean Seas Soda. And I go, "What flavors do they got?" She goes, "All of them." And it's a catchy jingle for kids, right? It's a real catchy jingle. And the girls were singing it and dancing around. "We like this song. We like this song." And they were saying that and everything. And I'm like, "Holy fuck." I go, I gotta share this with you. Just, the experiences I'm having are just fucking crazy. I'm laying in bed. I wake up from a totally weird dream in the living room with my kids, listening to a TV commercial from another reality where people live in the spirit world when you die. I'm listening to the TV commercials. I can't make it up. I can't do Ocean Seas Soda, Foodland Market. So I started asking them questions. Turns out, I go, "How many channels on the TV?" And they counted as they went through them. And they had 32 channels. They stopped counting. They left the TV on. There was a news guy on there. And he was talking about, they were talking about something. I don't know. I forgot what it was. Sorry. But the news guy was on. He was talking about the news. And it cost them $16 a month to have this like cable TV, which has 32 channels. I guess not cable. I don't know what to say it is, but they get 32 channels. One of the channels, I got 2 channels. There's a news channel. There's called where is it? 32 channels. They get news. They get news. The girls like the Symphony channel. There's a channel that just has symphonies music. And there's another channel that's all Sikh people, Indian Sikhs. There's a Sikh channel. I guess there's a lot of Sikhs in St. Lucia. And there's music TV. It's called Music TV. And they watch that a lot. And my kids. And I go, I'm thinking, okay, this is like, it's got to be like the South, where every channel is a priest spewing his stuff. And I go, do they got any Jesus channels? And they go, nope, no Jesus channels. They don't have one Jesus channel in St. Lucia. You know, like, what is it called? You know what it's called, I forget. So, I go, do you get any movie channels? And they go, no movies. And I go, I just watched Terminator on Netflix, right? And I was talking about the new Terminator, or the old Terminator, I don't know which one it was. I go, I just watched Terminator, and I go, you don't get movie channels? And they go, no, we saw the first Terminator. And I go, well, where did you see that? And she goes, all the movies are at the movies. You gotta go to the theater to watch movies. Like if you want to watch a movie, like a proper movie, like 2 hours long, you gotta go to the movie theater. And they get our movies, but you gotta go to the movie theater to see them. Now I don't know why that is. I'd like to find out. But I thought that was fascinating. So they got 32 channels. News channel, Symphony channel, Seek TV, Music TV, no Jesus channels, and other channels. I didn't hear what other ones there were. And the only way to go see a movie like the Terminator is at the movie theater, and that's about it. And I don't think they get the same kind of. They were telling me they don't get this our music like MTV. Or Much Music. They don't get our music like as it's put out. It takes a long time, and I don't even think that stuff is allowed on their music. Now, every music I heard, like kids singing songs of music, it's all made by musicians in St. Lucia. Now you can get all the music from down here on Earth there. The guy, I lent my truck to him to go camping, and he, for like 4 weeks, he went and took my truck, and his payment was all the classic rock music, like 6,000 classic rock songs, something like crazy like that, and it was in an MP3 player or something. So I got 6,000 classic rock songs. And what he did was he just made a copy and put it, he had an extra one of these whatchamacallits and gave it to me to listen to. So that was his payment, and I'm like, thanks, because I don't know too much about it. Anyway, I thought that was cool. Just that I could sit there and listen to TV commercials in another reality. Like, this is the vacation. This is the illusion where we are in the physical. So this is the bullshit. This is the fake world. This is school. When you go home, either into the light or into St. Lucian, places like St. Lucian, there's billions of them, hundreds of them, thousands, I don't know. I'm listening to their, and they grow their own food there. They grow the lettuce, the apples, fruits and vegetables, they grow it. Amazing stuff, man. How many people wake up listening to a TV commercial from another reality? And then talk to the kids that are watching the TV. And they're telling me, we like this, we like this, we like this. Then I tell them, well, I'm going to make a video about it and tell everybody. And they're like, holy shit, holy shit. So that's cool, man. I just thought I'd tell you, because a lot of people don't. Man, I don't know. It's a trip. It is a trip. I thought that was the coolest thing. Anyway, guys, that's an update. As of right now, Crazy Jesus is out to kill me, like physically, but the psychiatrists are letting them out to yell at me to find out what's wrong with them, so they can't find out what's wrong with them. And I'm stuck here doing this, so I'm stuck at home in St. Lucian, messing around, waiting for something to happen. I made a new gun. My buddy Jesus took it away from me. He's holding it for me so I can get it when I die. It'll be there. I'm going to make another one. Just a couple different kinds. Anyway, so when I can go to the illusion, I can take it with me. So that's about it, guys. So I'll make another video when something happens. Okay, later.